Hello, faces and heels, and welcome to the second episode of the Babyfaced podcast. I am your host, Ja, and today, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the Royal Rumble. A couple days have passed since the Royal Rumble, along with Monday Night Raw, but it's better late than never. Like I said in the last episode, I don't really have a timely schedule yet of how I'd like to push out videos, but I'm just going to start recording them whenever I feel like it, and hopefully I can start a schedule from there. But today we're talking about the Royal Rumble, the 2025 Royal Rumble. So the 2025 Royal Rumble starts out with 4 matches on the card. First match is the Women's Royal Rumble, and in my opinion, I do believe that this is one of the best Women's Royal Rumbles, and maybe that's a little bit biased because I don't know the last time I watched a Women's Royal Rumble, like a 2020 Women's Royal Rumble, 2021 Women's Royal Rumble. I think the last Women's Royal Rumble that I watched actually was last year's. So maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I feel like it was a lot better than last year. I feel like there was a lot of newer talents. I believe it was Lash Legend's debut into the Royal Rumble, basically a second debut of Jordan Grace, other wrestlers like that. So it was very entertaining to see newer faces. We start off with the Women's Royal Rumble with our 2 entrants. Number 1 entrant is Io Sky. Number 2 is Liv Morgan. And a couple other girls come in after that. I think around number 5, it's all like smaller girls in the ring. I believe number 3 was Roxanne Perez, and then number 4 was Lyra Valkyria. So it was just a bunch of small girlies in the ring, and I felt very seen because if you don't know, I am 5'2", and don't get me wrong, I love the powerhouse women and the women in between that, but seeing the smaller girls wrestle and fly around and hop around, it's just beautiful to me. It makes me feel seen, and I just love it here. Shout out to the small girls, you know? So the small girls started off basically, more girls enter the ring, and at one point, I don't know what number she enters in at. I don't have really good memory, but Chelsea Green enters, right? And Chelsea Green, I believe in Chelsea Green. Like, I'm one of those people. I would call her a baby-faced heel, because she is a heel, but she's so annoying and so good at being a heel that people love her. So I love Chelsea Green, but Chelsea Green enters into the Royal Rumble, and this bitch, she's feeling eager. She goes and basically jumps all the girls in the ring. All the girls are down, right? And then Chelsea Green is like emoting in the middle of the ring. She's like, rah, yeah, I got all y'all, blah, 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 blah. All the girls get up. They start jumping her. I thought that was hilarious because I'm like, that literally just solidifies the babyface heel aspect of Chelsea Green. I just thought it was so funny. They really jumped her. Coming in at number 10 for the Women's Royal Rumble was Bianca Belair. And I don't know, I can't really explain it, but I just feel like number 10 was a perfect number for her. And in my opinion, I feel like Bianca Belair should be like crowned as a Miss Royal Rumble or something like that. I don't know if that's a thing. I know that Mr. WrestleMania is a thing because Shawn Michaels, of course, but I feel like she should be a Miss Royal Rumble. I know she hasn't won a lot. She's only won like 1 Royal Rumble, but she just brings so much energy every time she enters a Royal Rumble. She's a well-loved babyface. She's just that girl. She's the EST. She's the strongest, the baddest, the fastest. She just brings that energy to the Royal Rumble. And I feel like she should be acknowledged for her efforts in the Royal Rumble. But that's just me. And I did try to look up Miss Royal Rumble, like to see if that was a thing. And what popped up was a Miss Royal Rumble swimsuit contest back in, I think, the 2000s. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual talent, okay? We're not talking about their bodies, even though she is built crazy. Like, girl, I don't even got that. I wish I was the strongest, fastest, and biggest. I'm just saying shit. I just wish I was Bianca Belair because she's everything. She's beautiful, the prettiest, beautifulest. And then at some point in the match, Maxine Dupri comes in. Let me start by saying I also love Maxine Dupri, okay? If you didn't know, Maxine is from Sacramento, California. I'm not too far from Sacramento. I'm actually more in the Bay Area. But I'm gonna always root for the Northern California girlies because, bitch, me too. I'm from here too. I love Maxine Dupri. I root for her, love her down. And I just feel like since she's been in the WWE, she proves herself every time. So the Royal Rumble was basically that. She gets into the ring and she's been feuding with Ivy Nile for a little while now. I kind of love their rivalry, and I love it because basically Maxine proves that, you know, she's just not a pretty face. She's not just a pretty face, and she can handle the squabble with Ivy Nile. So she gets into the ring with Ivy Nile. They face off. She shows a couple moves, and I'm like, yo, she never fails to surprise me. She does her little worm, her little, is it a reverse? It's a reverse worm because she can't do it forward. I do watch the Chris Van Vliet interviews, and I believe she said that she just can't do the worm forward like Otis, so she does it backwards. But she does that, hits it on Ivy Nile, ends up tossing Ivy Nile over the ring. I went crazy. I don't know if the crowd went crazy. I went crazy. But soon after she eliminates Ivy, Maxine gets eliminated. And I think she gets eliminated by, what the fuck are they called? KFC, PFC, Pure Fusion Collective. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they eliminate her. I don't know, I just felt like she should have stayed in the ring a little bit longer. Maybe eliminated one more person, maybe one person from Miss KFC. Miss KFC is funny. She should have stayed in a little bit longer, just a little bit. I really like Maxine and I want her to prove herself. But Maxine will get them next time. Some point after that, Jordynne Grace comes in, and Jordynne Grace is new to the WWE roster. I believe she was in TNA. I don't know too much about her. I just know that bitch, she's strong. She's a muscle mommy. This was her second debut into the Royal Rumble. She goes in and she shows out. What I was really, really impressed with is she lifted Piper Niven. I can't talk. But she lifted Piper Niven up with no struggle. Like, she had a little bit of struggle towards, you know, the end of her move, her finishing off the move, but ultimately when she lifted Piper Niven, she did not struggle at all. And I was like, yo, this little white girl is strong. And I was like, yo. And I was just very impressed by her. I can't wait to see the more stuff that she does within the WWE because she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. She's really, really crazy. She's strong. Okay. After that, you know, a couple more girls come in. I don't know exactly what number she enters at. If you see me looking here, I'm looking at my notes because, you know, I'm not doing all of this by head. I can't. I don't remember shit. A couple more girls come in, and I don't know what number she was exactly, but Alexa Bliss makes her entrance, and I believe we were all bamboozled. I was one of those people that truly did not think she would be in the Rumble. If I'm not mistaken, she just recently had a baby, right? I don't really keep up with Alexa Bliss, so I don't really know, because she's been inactive for a while. I didn't really know what was going on with her, but I heard she had a baby, and I'm not a mother, but I know mothers, and the recovery time for, you know, having a baby, it's pretty crazy. So to see her move around in that ring like it was nothing, I was like, did she even have a baby? Like, bro, she was fast. She was moving like, wow. I'm really impressed with Alexa Bliss. I hope she, you know, makes an appearance on, would she be drafted into SmackDown? I don't know, because she wasn't on the Raw episode this past Raw. But I want to see more of her. I want to see more of her if we can see more of her. She definitely showed out for the Royal Rumble, and I was very, very surprised. I was thoroughly surprised by seeing her enter. Although I feel like Alexa Bliss's entry spot should have went to AJ Lee. But you know what? That's a wish that I'm gonna keep on dreaming for the next maybe 10 years. I don't even know, and it's never gonna happen. But yeah, AJ Lee, please. AJ Lee, if you can hear me, AJ Lee, please come back, please. We're begging, please. And last but not least, number 30. to no one's surprise, was Nikki Bella. And I say to no one's surprise because everybody knew she was coming. When everybody saw her on the first Netflix episode of Monday Night Raw, everybody knew, like, everyone felt that she was coming back, you know? Yeah, I just knew she was going to be in the Royal Rumble, and I'm happy that she was because I love a good Bella Twin body roll. Hold on. Let me put the mic down and hit that because don't blame me. I love the Bella Twins. Total divas and all. I love all that, okay? Like, come on. And I hope I hit that cute because if I look ugly, I'm going to be mad. Nikki Bella comes in at number 30. She did seem a little bit nervous. A part that I thought was really funny is when she hit the push-ups in the ring with, I think it was Roxanne Perez. She hit push-ups in the ring with Roxanne Perez, and her form, girl, like, I can barely do push-ups too, girl, but that form was crazy. Like, let's talk about it. Girl, you need to go train. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I love you, girl. Like, let's see more of you. I also wanted to add the part when Nia Jax was facing Nikki Bella. Was very crazy when basically Nia told everybody get up, and then all the girls just resurrected all at once, and then they started jumping Nia Jax. That was crazy. That's peak entertainment. That's what I call peak entertainment. But the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble was Charlotte Flair. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of on the side of the internet that doesn't think that she should have won, just because they pushed her so hard. They pushed that she was gonna debut again at Royal Rumble, so it was very predictable that she was gonna win the Royal Rumble. But I just feel like Charlotte Flair, I just feel like she can't wrestle. And oh my god, someone's gonna crucify me for saying that, but I don't like the way she wrestles. I feel like she's very stiff. But also, again, I wasn't really watching her when she came into wrestling, if that makes sense. So, I don't know, maybe my opinion holds no weight, but I just feel like maybe if I were to bet on it, I would have thought that Roxanne, since she was the last two, would have won. Even before the, last two, I kind of had my bets on Io Sky. I really thought Io Sky was gonna put it in the bag because Io Sky, she puts her life on the line, bro, and she does great every time, you know. So it really surprises me that Io Sky has not won a Royal Rumble, and I feel like 2025 should have been for her. But alas, we get Charlotte Flair, so great. Fucking great. And for every PLE, I'm gonna try to do small little cute segments like this. I'm gonna call this looks of the night, because I know a lot of wrestlers tend to get special gears and outfits for, you know, certain PLEs. Looks for the night for the Royal Rumble women's. I actually have 3 people. I'm gonna say them in no order right now. The looks of the night for the women goes to Lash Legend, Maxine Dupree, and Zelina Vega. And if I were to put them in order, I would say Zelina Vega, Lash Legend, and then Maxine Dupree. I really like Zelina Vega's whole outfit. Like, she was just cute. She looked cute. She had the wings in the back. She looked like a little fairy, like not like Candice LeRae, but she looked like a cute little fairy, and it was just so cute. I loved her whole gear. Lash Legend, she just looked like a baddie. She looked tall, stallion, beautiful, black beauty. And then Maxine Dupree, I just really liked her hair. I think her with like the they weren't loose curls, they were very tight curls, but I think that hairstyle was really, really cute on her, and I am a sucker for her ring gear. I love the bra and the singlet combo. Like, if I was a wrestler, that's exactly what I would wear. Sorry, Maxine, I'm stealing the gear, but that's exactly what I would wear. After the Women's Royal Rumble, the next match on the card was the Men's Tag Team Championship match between Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. Not gonna lie to you guys, I was not interested in this match. I wasn't interested in this match just because I feel like the men's tag team division is very subpar right now. I'm just not impressed with all of it. I feel like I've seen all of this before, you know? So it's just kind of like, I just don't pay attention to it really, because I'm like, instead of all this effort that you put into the men's tag team division, I feel like y'all should put that into the women's tag team division, I'm not gonna lie. So I just wasn't really interested, and especially DIY, I'm just over DIY. So I knew they were gonna retain. I believe it was a two out of three fall match type thing. So I really wasn't interested. But yeah, DIY retains. Yay, I guess. Next match on the card was Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Universal Championship, along with, I don't know what the title's called, but I'm gonna call it the Winged Eagle title. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's not even an active title. It's literally because Kevin Owens is delusional and thinks he's champion that they put that title up above the ring for them to fight for it. Kind of stupid. But yeah, so they're fighting over an active title, the active Undisputed Universal Championship, along with an inactive title. And I wasn't too interested in that match either, I'm not gonna lie. But since I wasn't interested in the last match, the tag team match, your girl was getting a little tipsy, okay? So by the time the Kevin and Cody match came on, I felt like it got better and better, just because, I had a little alcohol in my system. It progressively did get better. I did see blood, and my thing is, if I see blood in a match, I automatically think it's good. Like, it could be the smallest nosebleed, and I'm like, whoa, this is a good match, But Kevin Owens, he didn't have a little nosebleed. He was definitely like bleeding out. They were fighting. They were really fighting. They were getting their ones in with each other. And towards the end of the match, Cody Rhodes basically is on the announce table with Kevin Owens. And I don't know exactly what move he does. I don't know if it's the crossroads or what. But Cody hits a finisher on Kevin. Mind you, in between the announce table and the ring is a ladder, because it's a ladders match. I forgot to mention that, but it's a ladders match. And basically they have to climb the ladder to get the titles above the ring. But there's a ladder in between the announce table and the ring. Cody and Kevin are on the announce table. Not Kevin, getting confused. But Cody hits a finisher on Kevin off the announce table, and Kevin folds over, breaks the ladder, and the layout was just crazy. Basically, Kevin looked like he died. His neck went into like the ladder, broke the ladder, and bro, let me just put a picture here. I'm gonna put a picture here of exactly how he looked, because it looked brutal. I really thought he died. So Kevin Owens just sits there, laid out, fucking hunched over into the ladder, right? And Cody Rhodes gets into the ring, climbs the ladder, gets the titles from above the... why am I stuttering so bad? But he gets the titles from above the ring, right? And he wins. Everybody knew Cody Rhodes was going to retain, but Kevin Owens is still dead on ringside. And Cody, like, there was a shot like of like Cody basically emoting on Kevin while he was dead. And at some point, Sami Zayn does come out and helps his best friend Cody. There's so many C's and K's. Cody is not his best friend. Sami Zayn comes out and helps Kevin Owens because they're besties. And basically, Sami's like, oh my God, my baby girl, like, you're bleeding, you're dead. And spoiler alerts, because I don't know if I'm actually going to make a Monday Night Raw recap episode, but Kevin Owens jumps Sami Zayn for no reason right after that Royal Rumble. So I'm like, this is some bullshit. Sami Zayn, don't trust that, bro. Don't trust him. So that was the third match on the card. And the fourth match on the card was our last match, which is the Men's Royal Rumble. Raw, yes. So we start off the Men's Royal Rumble with our first two entrants. Number one was Rey Mysterio, and number two was our new luchador, Penta. He's not a new luchador, he's just new in the WWE roster. And since he's debuted, he has not lost anything. But if you don't know, he made a name for himself in Lucha Underground, and I'm not too familiar if he was in other circuits, but he's a good wrestler. I didn't get put onto him till he was debuted into WWE. The first time I saw him was during his WWE debut, because I was actually at that show in San Jose. And he's crazy and he's passionate. I'm rooting for Penta. I want to see a title on him this year. I don't care. Give it to him. So Ray and Penta open up our match. I want to see them wrestle each other a lot more, because I just think that was a great way to start the Rumble with them two, like two very passionate luchadors. And yeah, they were just going crazy. What I would have loved to see is at number 3 be Dominic Mysterio, and then all 3 of them fight it out. But that's not what happened. I don't even know who came in at number 3, but that didn't happen. But put me in the kitchen, okay? Triple H, put me in the kitchen, because I believe Dom should have been number 3. So they would have all fought. A couple more men come in. I might be going out of order here. Like I said, I don't know exactly who was number what, you know? But I know at one point, AJ Styles makes an appearance. And I'm not a big AJ Styles fan at all. I just don't like his hair. I don't like his face. I don't like his promos, the way he shoots promos. I don't like him. I don't know. You know, when you just have wrestlers you don't really like you just don't like the way they breathe. That's what I was gonna say. But you just don't like them. AJ Styles is that for me. I'm sorry. Like, I know everybody thinks he's a legend. Maybe he will be a Hall of Famer, but whatever. I just don't like him. But anyways, AJ Styles enters, right? And I was very surprised. I did not think he would be an entry in the Men's Royal Rumble, just because last time we saw him, he injured himself really, really bad. And I believe it was on Friday Night SmackDown. It looked like he shattered his whole ankle or leg or something. So when he was walking down to the ring, I was like, bruh, is his ankle okay? Like, the replays on that SmackDown where he shattered, I don't know exactly what injury he had, but he fucked himself up. He fucked himself up pretty bad. So I was like, bro, I don't want to see him get injured again, because, yeah, I really thought his career was over, but I guess not. Some point, Jacob Fatu enters, and Jacob Fatu, he's another wrestler that I would love to see get a title or a title run or something like that. Him and Penta, they're newer in the WWE roster, and I love them. These new male wrestlers on the roster are definitely showing up and showing out, and that's why I love this sport. I'm speeding it up a little bit here, but I believe at number 23, John Cena comes out and the crowd goes crazy. I wanted to cry, truly. Like, I didn't scream. I didn't, none of that. I just wanted to cry, because I was like, bro, this is his last Royal Rumble. And seeing him lightly jog to the ring, I was like, yeah, there's no way he's winning the Royal Rumble. He lightly jogs down the ring, and I'm like, yo, he's washed. John Cena is washed. But then he gets into the ring, hits a couple men in the ring, and then he takes off his shirt. And I was like, yo, wait, he kind of... I'm like, yo, he kind of still got it. Like, he's not badly built. Like, he's still in good shape, basically. But he's a lot smaller than he used to be. I don't know if it's roids or what. I don't know if John Cena took roids. I'm pretty sure he did. But, yeah, he just looked a lot smaller, but he still was in good shape. So I was like, okay, maybe he got it in the bag. So right after John Cena enters into the Royal Rumble, the next entrant, number 24, is CM Punk. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. Hey. No, I'm not gonna lie. I wish CM Punk kept his This Fire Burns theme song. That was my shit. Even through the darkest days, this fire burns always. Like, girl, But CM Punk enters at number 24. The stare down between CM Punk, John Cena, and Roman Reigns was something vicious. I believe at one point, Michael Cole on commentary said that it was 3 different faces of 3 different generations of wrestling as they were doing the stare down. And I was like, wow, this is beautiful. This is cinema. It was truly cinema. And I think this was at some point before John Cena came in, I'm sure. But like I said, I'm just going through my notes because I just made a random compilation of notes. But Speed's entrance into the Royal Rumble was funny as fuck. Or not his entrance, but his entry into the Royal Rumble. So Speed, I show Speed, the streamer, yes, he basically replaces Akira Tozawa because Akira Tozawa gets basically jumped by Carmelo Hayes, and Speed is in Gorilla talking to Stephanie McMahon, I believe. And as Akira's in the back of Gorilla hurt, Triple H goes to I show Speed, and he's like, yo, you're gonna be in the Rumble. And Speed's like, yo, I didn't sign up for this. But Speed enters the Royal Rumble. He shows out a little bit, and then Braun Breaker spears him. Everybody saw it. Like, if you didn't see it, you're living under a rock. But there's like a whole sped up gif of I show Speed like emoting on him, you know, rah rah rah, and then Braun Breaker just goes and spears him hella hard. And then after that spear, he gets thrown into the announcer table, and they fucked him up pretty bad. I think I recall him being put in a neck brace again. And then I think Logan Paul is talking to Speed backstage, and Speed shows him like a big ass like chunk of skin that got like scraped off from being put into the announcer table. And that right there just proves to you that wrestling is real. I don't care. Predetermined, yes. Real, yes. Also, during the I Show Speed segment, Rey Mysterio had the best seat in the house. He was watching from the ropes, and Braun Breaker hit that spear on him. I wish I was Rey Mysterio at that moment, because to see that with my eyes that close would have been crazy. More shit happens. All the men are in the ring. Some men are eliminated. At one point, I don't know who eliminated him exactly, but Roman Reigns gets eliminated. Seth Rollins gets eliminated around the same time, right? They're mad at ringside while the Rumble is still going on. And Seth Rollins hits him with the curb stomp. Seth Rollins hits Roman Reigns with the curb stomp. I swear to God, like 3 times. Maybe it was 2, but it felt like 3 times. First time, he did a normal curb stomp onto Roman Reigns. Second time, he uses 2 feet and curb stomps Roman, which is so crazy. And like, I saw something on Twitter basically saying like, you have to have a lot of trust in your coworker to do a move like that, like a 2-foot curb stomp. Roman really trusts Seth. Like, kayfabe aside, he trusts Seth with his life, because the way he hit that 2-foot curb stomp and sold it. I don't know if he really got hurt off of that, but man, that was a sight to see. And at number 30, to my surprise, but also not really, I was just more disgusted. Number 30, our entrant was Logan Paul. Cue the SpongeBob. We had all those men enter, even Logan Paul, but no Solo Sikoa. What's that about? Yeah, so Solo Sikoa, he's been basically out since he lost his Ulafala to Roman Reigns. And I don't know, I feel like they should have put him in the Royal Rumble at least this year. But I really don't know what they're going to do with him. I really would love to see the trajectory that they take Solo's storyline, since he's not the tribal chief anymore. Like, what are we going to do with Solo? But yeah, I was kind of disappointed that Solo wasn't in this Rumble. But I guess he's not the tribal chief, so he didn't get into the Rumble. All that aside, the winner of our Royal Rumble was Jey Uso. It really surprised me. I love Jey Uso down. When I got back into wrestling, he was like the first wrestler that I started getting into, because I was like, yo, he fine. But also, he has that energy. He has that babyfaced energy, but he wins. I actually had my bets on CM Punk because CM Punk was so, you know, he was rooting for himself really hard, basically saying, I'm winning this. I've never won a Royal Rumble. I'm winning this. So I was rooting for CM Punk. I really thought CM Punk was going to win. And if not CM Punk, John Cena. But once I saw John Cena run down to the ring, I was like, yeah, he's not winning. Like, y'all already know. I said he wasn't winning off of that. If I weren't to bet on CM Punk or John Cena, I would have betted on Jey Uso. But he was not my first bet. I will say that. But yeah, I was very surprised that he won. I feel like he really did deserve it, and I was actually really, really happy that he won. Everybody says that his yeet gimmick is very, like, just generic and all that, but I feel like he organically made the crowd love him, because yeet wasn't always a hit. Like, to see everyone yeeting in the Royal Rumble and, like, the pop that he got at Monday Night Raw when he opened up the show for Monday Night Raw this past week, I swear every hand in that crowd was yeeting. It was moving. So you cannot tell me. I know the IWC is like, oh, Jay shouldn't have won that. Jay only has like 3 moves, blah, 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 blah. No, don't start with me. Don't start with me, because we can continue that argument for another video. But I truly feel like he believes it, or I truly feel like he deserved it. And that's my opinion. I'm going to stipulate that, and you can be mad if you want to. But I do think if they knew he was going to be the winner of the Royal Rumble, he shouldn't have lost his prior match to Gunther. But also maybe it's like a character development type of storyline. Another spoiler for Monday Night Raw. But I believe Gunther comes out during Jay's promo and stuff and basically says, if you pick me for WrestleMania, I'm going to make the road to WrestleMania a living hell for you, basically. And I'm kind of very interested in that storyline. I know everybody says that they're very uninterested in Gunther and Jay because it just feels so prolonged and like stupid. But Gunther is a really good technical wrestler, and I feel like it's not going to be a challenge for Jay, but it's definitely going to push him a lot more. And I feel like we're going to see a lot more out of Jay with Gunther challenging him, because it was the last match with Gunther and Jay hit the Hurricane Rana, or I can never pronounce that, but the Hurricane Rana on Gunther. That was crazy. He pulled that out of nowhere. So I want to see more of that with Jay. I want to see more, surprise moves, more energy. I mean, he has all the energy, but I am actually really, really interested in where Gunther and Jay's feud is going to go. And I hope Jay takes that belt. If he chooses Cody for WrestleMania, though, I would be really surprised, because I don't want that to happen. But I don't know who's going to end up with Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. But Gunther and Jay, that is something I want to see. As for looks of the night for the men's Rumble, I think I only put 2 people down. Yeah, I put 2 people down. And those 2 people would be Penta and Jey Uso. I didn't really see a lot of the men come out in like crazy gear. Like, I don't even think Seth Rollins came out in crazy gear either. But Penta, he looks good. Okay, I really like Penta. Like, I don't know what he looks like under the mask, but I know he looks good. But he was wearing all blue gear. The blue gear was really cute. And then I said Jey Uso as well, because I just love Jey Uso in pink. He was wearing the pink and white gear, and I thought it was really, really cute. I think I even threw, in my notes, I threw Roman Reigns in there. Not because of his gear or because of anything like that. It's literally, we can throw Roman Reigns in there just for him being fine, because he is fine. So, looks of the night, Penta, Jey Uso, and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns for shits and giggles, but yeah. So, that is my recap for the Royal Rumble 2025. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Charlotte should have won? Do you think that Jay should have won? And if not, who do you think should have won? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It's so cringe saying that, but subscribing does help me a lot. So Just do that for me, please. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.